Okay, so we all know that the Canadian Army has faced a lot of, the Canadian Armed Forces have faced a lot of challenges under Justin Trudeau's Liberal government. Chronic underfunding, there's been massive sexual harassment allegations that have never really been addressed. So the Canadian Army has faced a lot of challenges under the Liberal government. These are things that the Liberal government should be trying to fix. But today they made an announcement about the Canadian Army, but it's not the announcement any of us thought it was going to be. Now, I need you to share this video because I actually think people are going to think that this isn't for real, but this is real. I'm a Canadian member of Parliament. This came up on the Canadian Army's verified Twitter feed. So this has actually happened. So instead of dealing with the chronic underfunding of the Canadian Army or the fact that the Liberals have basically lost recruitment, sexual harassment, all of these things, instead of dealing with any of this stuff, they wanted to fix the logo. They decided they were going to fix the logo of the Canadian Army. So this is what it used to be, okay? So this is what it used to be. This is what they released this afternoon. This is now, and I know that the image is mirrored, but this is now this is the logo of the Canadian Army. So, and I did, like when I saw this, one of my staff members saw this, I was like, no, it's the Onion or something. Like this isn't, it's Beaverton, whatever. Like that. They can't actually have done that. Like I didn't believe it, but no, this is verified. This is now the logo of the Canadian Army. So I know what you're asking. I know what you're going to ask. What is that? I see it in the comments. WTF is that? I don't know. I can't tell you. It's two brown blobs. If you go online right now, the description of these brown blobs, it's not really charitable. I mean, if you let your mind wander, it's not great. So this is what it used to be, and here's what Justin Trudeau just changed the logo. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I have no idea. Like, what is this? So, okay, but think about this. We ask people in the Canadian Army to put their lives on the line for our country, to defend our country. And that's our branding now for them. This is what they do realize like this is going to be mocked internationally. Like what is this? So here's the question I have. So after you get over like the obvious question, which is what is this and why did they do it? What's the next question that comes to mind? And don't forget to share this video. You need to share this video so that people can see that this is what Justin Trudeau is doing. This is how Justin Trudeau is trying to fix the army, is doing this. What's the next question that comes to mind? How much did it cost? How much did this cost? How much did this cost? That's what I want to know. So we're right now in my office, we're drafting up something called an order paper question and access to information request. We are going to find out how much it cost and who did this, who asked for this. So for those who are joining, instead of trying to deal with the problems in the Canadian Army, what Justin Trudeau prioritized was changing the logo from this to this. Like, what is this? I don't know. Why did they do this? Did anyone in the Army ask for it? I mean, I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. So obviously we're going to be figuring out the answers to all those questions. But I think what really gets me is at a time of geopolitical instability where we should be doing everything possible to incentivize people to join our armed forces, particularly out of a sense of deep pride for our country, to protect the values that we share. And part of that needs to make sure that we're dealing with the issues that the challenges the Army has faced under the Liberal government: chronic underfunding, lack of functional equipment, sexual harassment allegations. But they're like, no. You know what, guys? We don't need to, we can fix everything by changing this to this right here. This will do it. And that is, I cannot think of something better to epitomize Justin Trudeau's government than these two blobs taking the proud, imagery of something like Canada's armed forces and changing it to this blob. Did any of you watch that? I'm old now, but like, you remember that first South Park episode, the first Christmas South Park episode where all the little South Park characters are dancing around in those shapeless brown outfits because they were trying to sanitize any imagery from Christmas? It was a satire. I feel like that. Like, I feel like they took their information. Whoever did this, and I'm sure they got paid a lot. Whoever did this, I think they took their inspiration from that. Like, that's what jumped into my mind. Like, so again, I'm just going to close with this. For those who are just joining right now, this is now under Justin Trudeau. I am not making this up. This is the new branding for the Canadian Army. It is on their Twitter feed. You can go and see it for yourself. It is being resoundingly mocked online. I want to know how much this cost you as a taxpayer. Help me get the word out on this craziness by sharing this video. Working hard for you in Calgary. Have a great day.